The ancient Toltec Codex, the Four Agreements, contains profound wisdom. The codex cover displays four symbolic icons: a mirror, a shield, a feather, and the sun. Each icon represents one of the core agreements, guiding personal conduct and inner peace. Spoken words manifest as butterflies, visually representing the power of communication. Kind words are symbolized by radiant butterflies, representing positive and uplifting communication. Negative words, depicted as dark butterflies dissolving into smoke, illustrate the destructive nature of gossip. Positive and encouraging language can foster growth and prosperity. Conversely, negative and critical language can lead to barrenness and decay. The power of language significantly influences outcomes and environments. Emotional immunity is achieved by deflecting insults and opinions. Shielding oneself from insults transforms negativity into positivity. Inner peace is cultivated by not internalizing external negativity. Emotional immunity is the ability to remain unaffected by negative external stimuli. Negative comments bounce harmlessly off an invisible barrier, preventing emotional impact. By not taking things personally, one can maintain emotional equilibrium and resilience. Individuals trapped in separate labyrinth corridors symbolize isolated perspectives. Broken puzzle pieces represent incomplete information and the potential for misunderstanding. Communication bridges the gap between individuals, dissolving assumptions and fostering understanding. Initial misunderstandings often arise from making assumptions about others' intentions without seeking clarification. Open communication, including actively asking questions, is crucial for clarifying perspectives and preventing conflicts. By clarifying intentions through dialogue, misunderstandings can be resolved, fostering stronger and more positive relationships. A climber ascends a steep mountain, symbolizing the effort required to achieve goals. The path's steepness reflects the changing levels of effort required during the climb. Reaching the summit, a radiant sun displays the message: your best changes, but you're always enough. An individual's best effort is relative to their capabilities and circumstances. Demonstrating your best adapts to the specific task and environment. The concept of doing your best is a personalized and dynamic process. Early societal influences can create a restrictive cage of beliefs. These influences, initially external, become internalized constraints on individual thought and behavior. Breaking free from these constraints leads to personal liberation and a shift in perspective. Societal conditioning shapes beliefs and behaviors from childhood. Messages from family, media, and peers form interconnected chains. These chains can restrict freedom and limit individual expression. An internal courtroom symbolizes the mind's landscape, where self-judgment takes place. The judge, depicted as a grotesque puppet, embodies the harsh and often distorted nature of self-criticism. The shattering of the courtroom signifies the breaking of self-judgment through increased awareness. The inner critic manifests as a dark, looming shadow, constantly delivering harsh criticisms. Recognizing the critic's voice as separate allows for the creation of psychological distance. Self-compassion diminishes the inner critic's power, fostering a sense of calm and acceptance. Earth is visually represented as being bound by chains, symbolizing restrictive belief systems. The cracking and eventual breaking of these chains represents the weakening of limiting beliefs. The emergence of individual awareness is symbolized by personal bubbles glowing brighter than the collective haze. The collective consciousness is visualized as a dark, swirling cloud enveloping humanity. Individual awakening to the Four Agreements causes light to emanate, dispersing the darkness. The dispersion of the cloud creates pockets of clarity and peace, symbolizing the power of individual change. A foggy mirror obscures a viewer's reflection, symbolizing distorted self-perception. Wiping away words like guilt, fear, and doubt gradually reveals the reflection. The final text, "You are not who you think you are," encourages self-discovery and acceptance.